y'all. Welcome back. It's your girl Shema Ladd. Y'all have to excuse me because I just woke up. But I'm getting this video out because I just woke up. I gotta go to work in a couple hours, y'all. But I felt it was so important. It is urgent that I talk to you about finances, stocks, the stock market, our economy, our country. And I'm going to go through this and make it as simple and as practical as I possibly can. For those of you who don't understand the stock, you don't understand the money game. You don't understand the money game. You're hearing a lot about the great wealth transfer. You're hearing that there's going to be trillions of dollars released. If you're paying attention to the economy, if you're paying attention to the things Trump is doing. Okay, so let me go through this with you guys. I usually don't discuss my finances too much because I'm not a financial life coach. Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I struggle with math. I'm one of those kids in school. Math was not my thing. Now you hit me with some science, I'ma kill it. You hit me with some history, I'ma kill it. You know, my classes, government. I made A's in government. I made A's in anatomy, physiology, microbiology. You know what I'm saying? I'm a science geek. Okay. But just to give you a little background, I have, I started years ago working on my finances. And so just so you understand where my knowledge base comes from, because some of you guys might not understand, you're struggling with what's real and what's false, what's the truth and what's not true, and I used to be afraid of the stock market too, because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand, what does NASDAQ mean? What does S&P mean? Why are the people in, on Wall Street and all, why are they focusing on this? Because it doesn't matter, because it's going to be what God says it is. And I'm here and it's whatever happens, happen. Yes, but you want to be prepared. Do you want to be prepared? Because that would be like saying, oh, I'm not saving money for my retirement. I'm not saving anything because what happens, happens, and blah, blah, blah. Well, why not just save something, and have something on the side to be prepared when you get a flat tire or when you get this. So I'm going to say the same thing. You want to be prepared. Okay. So I started, following and working with a financial coach, LaShawne Holland. I watch her a lot. I took day trading. I took classes to learn about trading, and it's a $5,000 course. So I didn't just take some little skimpy thing you get online. I wanted to learn, what does it mean when you're looking at the candlesticks? And they're too short or they're too long, or the gaps are like this, or it shoots up and down like that. I needed to know, what is the terminology? Do you know what an NFT is? Do you know what an EFT is? Do you know what it means to invest? What does it actually mean when they say 200 or 100 or 300? What does it actually? So my instructor is Ross Cameron, and he's amazing. I absolutely love this guy. But anyhow, so, I've been in the same thing too. I taught my kids. My kids know how to do day trading. They know how to trade and sell stocks, buy and sell stocks. So let's jump into it. Blah, 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 blah. That's what I feel like I just said. Agent. Okay. So guys, let's start with how this impacts you by knowing and not knowing. Well, let me tell you first, the first thing, if you want to get in on this wealth transfer, what you need to do is invest some money now. Now. When I say now, I mean like yesterday now. Do you hear me? So, I don't even know where to start. It's so much. I'm trying to condense it and make it practical for y'all, because I'm not going to teach an in-depth teaching on stock markets and day trading and long trading. I'm not going to do that. But you can look below the link too. I'm going to have links posted, even to my instructor, Cameron Ross Cameron, LaShawne Holland, who you can follow. I'm going to post links, and you want to go through those links. I'm going to post links that will, people you can follow, that will help you stay on the truthful track. Because there's so much out there when it comes to money and investing. You don't know who to listen to. You don't know who to trust, and you don't know what you're looking at. But I'm going to give you links below with people that you can follow and listen to. And I strongly believe they on the right track and they know what they're talking about. And if you at least follow those people, you'll always be you'll be on the right path, to open your eyes to the stock market, finances, the economy, Trump, how all of that plays and impacts you. Okay. So gold and silver, you're gonna see that all over your YouTube screen, all over everything. But the rich and the elite are hiding. They don't want you to know all of that, because they don't want everybody affecting the market, impacting the market, which is going to make their profits and stuff dip. So they try to keep a lot of stuff on the hush, unless they need the market to react or be active. Then they'll throw out some fake news feeds. They'll throw out, that's how you manipulate the market, is by the news that you put out there. That's one of the ways to manipulate the market. You put some crazy news out there. Trump cut off all Medicaid, blah, blah, blah. Oh, everybody starts going in this frenzy, buying up stuff, or they start selling stuff. Maybe they, like the healthcare is in the S&P 500 is the top 500 companies of our country. The top 500 companies of this country that make the world go round, make this country go round. So that's why people are so big on S&P, because if you pay attention to the top 500 companies and what they're doing, that'll give you an inclination. Oh, shoot. Okay, that company did this, that. Okay, well, now I know, dang, the gas price is about to go up. Let me save a little money. Let me pull back a little bit. Oh, dang, the food prices. Oh, inflation's finna do this. It'll give you an advanced up on what's about to happen in the grocery stores, at the gas stations, at your local stores that you like going to. It's gonna give you a insight before everybody else knows, because they don't watch the stock market. They think, oh, you don't pay attention to what the elites do, da 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 da. And then when stuff like this happens, everybody looking confused, like, what happened? So, security. You want financial security. Gold and silver is a universal language. Okay? It don't matter what country you go to. Might be even planets. I don't know. But whatever country you go to, gold and silver is a universal language. It will never change. Not ever. Everybody accepts silver and gold. Everybody. Okay? And you guys may not understand coins and bullion, silver and gold. I'm going to touch on that as well, because I also purchase silver and gold. And so I'll explain a little bit of that too. But I've been preparing for years. I've been preparing for this bubble to hit for years. Okay. And that was through me taking the classes, the day trading classes, learning about the stock market, connecting with a financial advisor who is very stock savvy. And you'll love LaShawne Holland. She taught her kids the stock. Her kids were six figure holders as teenagers. Like, this woman taught her kids well. And I'm all about teaching your kids well. Okay. So, you could buy a $50 piece of silver and it says 50 cents on it. And you've all seen a $50. It says 50 cents on it. Just because it says 50 cents doesn't mean it's worth 50 cents. Why? Because it's silver. Now, if you made a copper $50, which I've never seen, but just I'm using it as an example. You make a copper $50 and it says 50 cents on it. Well, that's all it is 50 cents, because it's not silver, it's not gold. It's a precious metal, but it's not silver and it's not gold. Our $50 that are 50 cents that we take to the grocery store, and they count it as 50 cents. Or you have two $50 and they'll count it as $1, because it's not silver. It's not wholly all silver. When you have something that's completely silver and it says 50 cents, it's not worth 50 cents. Silver right now is selling at around $30, $31 an ounce. So if you bought 1 ounce of silver and it says 50 cents, it's not 50 cents. That's worth $30 because it's silver. You can stamp $1,000 on this silver. Well, yeah, it could work both ways. Even if you stamped $1,000 on the silver, the price of it, it wouldn't be $1,000. It would be $30. You could stamp 1 cent, 5 cents on a silver, on a $50. You can stamp 5 cents. You can stamp whatever you want on it. And that $50 is still going to be worth $30. Okay, because it's silver. Silver and gold has its own value. And they just did a revaluation of our gold last week, I believe. A revaluation of our gold to make sure, is it still running? Because right now gold is at $2,700 an ounce. $2,700 an ounce. I started investing in silver about 5 years ago. I started buying an XAG silver because they were saying then silver is going to hit in some years. You want to invest. So I invested and I put my money in silver. And if you pay attention to what everybody's talking about now, they're talking about the silver and gold. They're talking about all the banks are going everywhere they can to buy up, stock up gold and silver. Why? Wake up, y'all. Our dollar is about to be worth zero. Zero. Okay? And this isn't to scare anybody. It's to open your eyes so you know what's going on in this economy. You know, and I've heard for years, don't depend on the government. Don't depend on the government. But if you look at it now, everybody does not accept the US dollar. All the other countries have now signed up with BRICS. And a BRICS. Meaning we're not accepting the US dollar anymore. We're all doing our own thing. So let me tell you, the US dollar is not universal. The Chinese yen is not universal. The Mexican pesos is not, dinero's not, is not universal. Every country, every nation does not accept it. The Iraqi dinar, it is not universal. All these different, they don't work. We're not going to accept Canadian money at the same value as our money. Our money's worth more than Canadian right now. I don't know. You know, we're not going to accept Mexican pesos. Their money isn't as valuable as our money. You know, Grand Cayman Islands, they don't accept our money. The American money does not hold the same value as Grand Cayman Islands. Their money is worth more than the American dollar, if you believe it or not. You're going to have to pay a little extra because our dollar is not equivalent. What is equivalent across the board is gold and silver. Even if it has an American eagle on it, you could take that American eagle bullion coin and go anywhere in the world. And just because it's silver, don't matter what's on it. Just because it's silver, just because it's gold, they'll take it. Start buying physical gold and silver and make it a lifetime endeavor for life. For those of you guys who don't, so you say you don't have a savings account. There's no money in your savings. You know, that could be hard for a lot of people who are older because maybe you don't own any property. You know, because that's the biggest solid thing was owning property. If you own property, you have an asset, right? If you own property, you have an asset. You have something that's collecting equity, right? So it grows. It does not depreciate. You know what I'm saying? So most people focus on real estate, real estate. There's other things to invest in. People best invest in bonds. You know, they invest in the gold and the silver, physical coins and bars of gold and silver. You know why? Because when our dollar drops like that, nobody wants it. What do you have? Because we can go and get stuff out the garage and sell and barter things out of our house. But at some point, somebody gonna want some money. Okay? And when the government bank shuts down, and if you're not aware of this, read your bank statements. When the moment you open your bank account, it is a clause and statement in there that says if we should ever go to war or if some economic downfall should happen and we need money, we can freeze your assets and we can take your money and fight wars and do whatever we need to do with your money. So that hasn't happened, but it's scary because you saw me post in the last video. Did I post that? Capital One Bank. They couldn't do any direct deposits. They weren't accepting direct. Their system, their excuse that they told the customers, and I'm one of Capital One customers too, was that they can't do any direct, everybody's direct deposits isn't coming in. Any monies or bills that were supposed to be sent out by the bank to pay, it won't be done. It was just shut down. Money froze. Money gone. Just like that. Had to wait like 2 days. And it made me wonder, well, did y'all not have the money that you gave us an excuse until you got the finances to pay everybody and do everything you needed to do? The bank ain't going to tell us. They're not going to tell us they're struggling. But you're watching us. You are literally in the middle of a transition. Do you hear me? The bubble is about to bust. I'm going to tell you what you need to invest in. Okay? XRP, Bitcoin, silver, and gold S&P. You need to invest in those 5 things and start collecting silver and gold bullion. Those 6 things, if you can get that done, and see, this is the hard part because we're already in it. We're already in it. And that's why everybody's watching the stock market so close. They're watching XRP because the moment it breaks through, that's your opportunity to withdraw your money. However high that money goes, that's your opportunity. And so when I watch my stocks, and sometimes it's not a lot, you know what I'm saying? It might jump up $100, but that's $100 I can withdraw and have in my pocket. Y'all, it's extra money. My aunt Rhonda, she lost her husband about 6 years ago, but my uncle taught her how to day trade. And so every morning my auntie would get online. She'll do a little trading. She might make $100 or $200 here or there. And that's good enough for her. And that's good enough for me until the big bubble. Because I knew I was long investing long term in my stocks. And I knew that it was going to hit because I've been listening to my financial advisor. I've been following the stock market. I've been listening to, Ross Cameron, my instructor, previous instructor. I finished the course, but I still follow him. And so, So that's why I'm able to tell you I took the courses and the education for it. Though I'm not a expertise at it, but I'm sharing with you what I know. So whatever coins you have, scrape them up now. Put 200. So when you hear stock terminology and they say 200 actually means 2,000. If they say 100, add a 0 to it. 100 actually means 1,000. If they say 500, it actually means 5,000. So when you're watching, don't think, oh, I just need $200. That actually means 2,000. Okay. So if you can get $2,000 today on XRP, Bitcoin, S&P 500, some silver, and some gold. At least 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, that's a lot. But I'm going to tell you, even if you just get one of them in, one or two, I'm telling you, it will be so worth it, because when the bubble pops, it's supposed to make millionaires. Just by having $200, $2,000 in your stock. But the main one I would say is XRP. Why am I saying XRP? I learned about this. LaShawne Holland told me this. Us, who all follow her and take her courses and stuff, told us 5 or 6 years ago. I'm telling y'all, put $200 in XRP right now, and in 6 years, you'll gonna be smiling. Okay, so I invested 5 years ago into XRP and my silver. Right, XRP it's a way to pay. Why I'm saying XRP, you need them both. XRP and Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is what's going to be here running in the USA. Though Elon Musk just came out with an X coin. He's trying to make his own cryptocurrency. Trump is trying to make his own cryptocurrency. Why? Why are they investing in that? Because they already know what they finna do. They know they're going to do that, and there ain't no other decision. They're not thinking about saving the American dollar. They're past that. We past that. We're on the future. And with the future, which is robots, smart cities, which are already built and being built, smart cars, automatic driving cars, is electronic money. Pay attention, y'all. They're shutting down companies. They're shutting down businesses. And I've said this before, shopping will not be the way it is today or last year. They're getting rid of that. And if you watch Trump, he's trying to shut down all these different sectors because they're getting rid of jobs. We're moving towards the future. Everything is going to be digital. Everything is going to be AI. Everything is going to be smart this and smart that. Our money is going to be digital, meaning it's not in your hand. The government controls your dollars. They can take it. They can charge you more of it. They can do what they want to do with your taxes. They can do whatever they want. Houses burnt down, gone. Equity, gone. All equity people, those people in California saved up in their house thinking they was going to have some extra savings, gone. Because the elites done got mad, burnt up California because they want to build a smart city and they want to start fresh and do a whole new vamp of California. They got a whole agenda behind that. So they took the land, took your equity, took your cash. What can they not take from you? Gold and silver. Bullion. It's untraceable. And the only way they'll know you have it is if you tell them. Because when you go to the bullion stores and you're buying silver and gold, they don't write your name down and say this bar and this bar and that coin went to Johnny whoever and Susie Q. They don't track that. They just sell it to you. The government don't know. And my grandfather told me this all his life. Of course, he's older than me, so all my life. But he always kept his money in his sock drawer. And he said, don't trust the banks. You don't put your money in somebody else's safe. You keep your money in your own safe. And then when I wanted something, a popsicle or something, he said, go look in my sock and get some money. I go in the granddaddy's sock drawer and I had to feel with stock. I had a stock. Get my little dollar, go to the ice cream truck and get my ice cream. Granddaddy told me don't trust the banks. Now, this is a man who was coming from slavery. His father came over here from slavery. His father came over here through slavery, floated over here on a ship. My great-grandfather. So their perspective of money and white people and white men and all these banks that they done created to hold our money and do what they do. Granddaddy said, don't do it. So we know some banks are about to fold because They're trying to build electronic money. They're trying to build like it won't be paper money. So a lot of banks won't be here no more, y'all. It's only going to be a certain few banks. A lot of banks, do you hear me? What are they going to hold in it? What are they going to hold in the bank? Now, you can get a safe deposit box at the bank and put some, some valuable things in a safe deposit. Maybe you want to keep your safe deposit box at the bank. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Okay, so invest in at least two of those. But I say XRP because XRP is global. XRP, like you go to, Europe or, China, wherever you go, and you swipe your credit card, swipe your card, they don't get that money instantly. They have to wait for our banks to process that. It might be a week to 2 weeks before they actually get their money. With XRP, when you swipe, it's instant. They get their money instantly. Who doesn't want that? They want that. BRICS is with XRP because it's global. It can exchange currencies and it can exchange money and people get their money instantly. That's not what Bitcoin does. That's what XRP does. So whatever happens, Bitcoin is great. Have Bitcoin. You got to have XRP. You have to have XRP. When all of this bubble busts, money's going to flood the market. If you invested, you should end up happy, at least a millionaire. And even if you fall short of a millionaire, who's going to complain? Who's going to complain? Okay, so I just went and bought some more silver yesterday. I'm going to show y'all my new stuff. My new stuff. I get excited when I get my coins because I'll be like, ooh. So I'm going to show y'all some of the silver so you know. I got my silver eagle. This is my silver eagle. Da-da-da. I like getting little goodies. It's an asset. The government can't control it. They don't know you have it. Worldwide, they'll accept silver. You got money. If you're not good at saving in a savings account, invest in silver and gold. Because, again, you're not looking at 50 cents. This is $30 right now. What happens when the market bubble bursts and this silver shoots up to $50 an ounce? $100 an ounce. And you have a bunch of these. Some people been stocking these for decades. They sitting on a load of money when this bubble burst. They can sell it and clean house. Gold is more. One of these in gold, $2,700. What do you think is going to happen to that gold when the market shoot up? Those who have been stocking gold are going to be filthy rich. They're going to move from millionaires to billionaires. Okay, this is one of my pieces, my silver eagle. I also wanted to get me a maple leaf. This is Canada. It's Canadian, but they don't count it as Canadian money. Remember I said Canadian money is not as much, is not worth what our money is, but it's silver. Same price. Canadian, American. Same price. Why? Because it's still silver. Silver is silver no matter what you stamp on it. Silver is silver. And it's so cute. I like this one. Then, because I understand that our country is at risk of collapsing, it'll be a flat fall. We don't know when it's coming. We don't know when it's coming. It's going to be a flat fall. With all of these programs Trump is shutting down, he's preparing now. Once our Bitcoin Now, AI, DeepSeek in China, their AI just burst the AI bubble yesterday or a couple days ago, because they're in competition with our chat GPT, our open AI. So it's our open AI chat GPT against China's DeepSeek, which they said they made it in less time with less money, and it's a little bit smarter and quicker than ours, is what they're saying, right? So please understand, y'all, the war we're in is not the same. It's not the same war as what we're seeing with Russia and Ukraine. It's not the same type of war what we saw with Israel and Hamas, you know. So now this is the big kicker that I want you guys to understand for those who are not paying attention to the government. All the countries have shifted and did what they wanted to do. Russia wanted to take Ukraine because they wanted some of that land, because they're preparing, right? Hamas thought they was going to take Israel. I don't know why anybody think that, though, because it's in the Bible. Ain't nobody going to take Israel. Why they keep trying? Trump has already said we're taking the Gulf of Mexico. That's now the Gulf of America. Oh, the Panama Canal. Oh, he wants that too. Maybe we'll call that the American Canal. Panama president got mad because she already see the setup. She already knows. She started fussing and cussing. Trump, like, pretty much she's saying, don't come for us. Don't come over here trying to take our land. Don't start getting greedy now. All the other countries, they're snatching up the land and the territory they want to have to set in place. That's almost done now. The war now is crypto and technology. It's not on the ground war for territory anymore. It's not, I want this land, I want that land no more. That's not what the war. That's been our wars for decades. It's take territory, take land, conquer the kingdoms. That's not where we at no more. That's not what we doing anymore. This is about technology. Who's going to run the world? Who's going to run the world? That's what they're fighting over. That's our warfare, right? Trump just signed into, I don't know if you want to call it a law or how you want to say it, but he labeled us the capital of AI. China got pissed about it because their stuff is quicker and better and cheaper. So the battle starts. What kind of battle? Breaking into the treasury, tapping in to see the finances of American people, shutting down hospitals, power supplies, doing all these different things to see who's better, who's going to conquer and take it, who's going to. That's what our battle is. We have the stronger robots. We have a robot army. We have this, we have that. We have nuclear this. The war has changed, y'all. If you are even aware of war, anytime there's a war, money is made. Whenever there's a war, money is made. Russia and Ukraine, though it looks horrible, money's being made behind the scenes, y'all. When they want money, go to war. Money will be made. But we're in a different war. It's not the war we're accustomed to seeing. It's a different war. Okay? So if anything happens to this country, Texas is the only state that can stand on its own. Texas does not have to be a part of the United States of America. We can opt in to be a part, and Texas opted in to be a part of the United States. But they have the power to annul that agreement and say, okay, we're no longer a part of the United States of America. We're our own country now. This is the country of Texas. Texas can do that. So I picked up my Texas silver. So 2 of these, it's a half ounce. So 2 of these make an ounce. And again, it'll say 50 on the back. So these are worth $15 each, but together it makes an ounce. So it's worth $30. So this is some of my new pieces. Yeah, don't look at my nails, y'all. It just, ooh, I'm so embarrassed. But y'all done seen it, so it's too late now. So yeah, so those are some of my silver pieces. And then they have something called junk silver, which means it's only 90% silver. And these are usually older coins, and this is my new one. It's kind of, because we're moving into a new era, and we're not, this is George Washington or Benjamin Franklin, and the Liberty Bell. This is so old school, and you don't see these anymore. The Liberty Bell, and but and this is an older eagle. Our eagles don't look like that on our money anymore. And then the Walking Lady of Liberty. Walking Lady of Liberty. So that's, yeah. And then I bought a couple of dimes too, because if it comes down to, we have to barter, we have to trade, and you have larger pieces. Because remember, like, you want something, but, it only costs $15. Well, you don't want to try to break down a $30 piece. This I could say, okay, well, here's $15. Here's $15. And I don't have to try to break anything down. But I can't get this thing open. Oh, that's tight. She gave me a tight one. And then I bought some older dimes. Junk, but it's still acceptable. And these are junk because they're only 90% silver, right? It's only 90% silver. But these are, and these are really coins that were made in the 50s, older dimes and stuff. So, but these, again, this is not worth just a dime. You guys, so, I've also teaching my kids to do this because, I don't have any grandkids, but if my kids just stack silver, it's a way of saving. It's a money that the government can't tap into. They can't tax you on this and say, oh, give me some of that. It's none of their business. They don't know you have it. They don't know you have it. And you can barter and trade. Anybody can take silver and gold. So again, y'all, get up on that. Invest into I did invest into food. Invest into food. This one was a smart investment because I heard Prophet Lovey talk about it. And he saw something and he said, and get stocks in food. So I looked at the oldest companies. The oldest companies are General Mills, and did I do Campbell? I think I invested in Campbell. Was it General Mills and Campbell? Because we're going to hit hyperinflation. We're going to hit hyperinflation. We won't be able to, I told you in another video, I'm talking bacon, $30 a pack. Trump trying to cut off food stamps. He done shut down Medicaid. He done, I'm not even going to what the plan is behind it. I see it, but I'm a hold off on that part. But yeah, start stacking your own money. My kids, I'm going to save. And when I'm dead and gone, I want them still saving. Buy up a piece. Buy a few pieces a month. Every month. Do not stop. Because you stacking your money in a bank. Well, think about all these people that have millions of dollars saved up. You know what they doing with it? You know what Rich Dad, Poor Dad doing? He putting his money into Bitcoin. Because your money needs to be somewhere now where it's going to make value, where it's going to increase your assets. He putting his money in Bitcoin because all the wealthy people understand physical, they call it fiat money. Our $1 bills, $5 bills, it's called fiat money because it's fake. This ain't fake. It'll never be fake. Not ever. Not ever. And everybody accepts silver and gold. Do you hear me? Everybody. And it doesn't lose its value. It is considered an asset. It's considered an asset. So my grandchildren, this is something that I'm teaching my kids to teach my grandkids, my great grandkids, because it's a form of wealth building. So again, if you're not good at saving money in a bank account and all of that, you don't need to collect interest on your money. Get your silver and gold. Have it, stock it, stockpile it. I have a friend when I was teaching in East Texas, the young women's. I was leading the women's ministry, and I had a young lady in there, and her grandfather's daddy, somebody died. Well, they went in this man's little old apartment, and they found bonds. They found a whole bunch of coins. She said she went and got them coins evaluated. That girl had over $200,000. Because her grandfather had been stacking all this silver coins. Over $2,000. I mean, 200 something $1,000. So it's something that the people can't take away from your children, your grandchildren. It's something that's not trackable. It's something that's an asset. It doesn't depreciate. The world, anybody will take it. So learn what you're looking at. Start studying the different coins. Start doing your homework. Start buying some of this, because all the rich people are buying it up, and it's going to be a shortage. When there's a shortage, they say it's a 1 month demand on silver mines right now, because they're so behind on the silver. There's a 1 month waiting period on silver from the silver mines. Okay. So when the wealthy, when they start, I'm telling y'all, get it now. When it starts getting low, the price is going to shoot up. This is your opportunity, because once we transfer into ETF, we won't see this again. We won't see this kind of bubble again. You are literally in history being made right now. History is being made. Do you see it? You're literally in the middle of it. So the reason I watch the stock every day, because we don't know when that flat fall is literally going to happen. Only Trump and the elite know, because they time it. They time and plan it. They time and plan it. Okay? So you have to be watching right now. We have to watch, because the AI wars and how they're doing the stock market, it matters. It matters. So I'm watching the stock market, because the moment it hit, the moment they say this bank shut down, and you see the news, that bank shut down, that bank shut down, that bank shut down. Know that I told you. I told you. You have to invest your money in something else, not just sitting in a bank collecting interest. Houses in Cali gone. Equity gone. Insurance company, MIA. MIA, they not covering nothing. They stuff is gone. Okay? At least if they had a bag or something, they could have just grabbed the bag with all they silver and they stuff in it. And at least if they just grabbed that bag and get out, they would have had something. You know what I'm saying? Something. So start investing in that, guys. I'm going to post all the links below. I hope that helps you understand investing in assets, some assets, and what it means to watch the stock market. I strongly encourage you to take a stock market class. Like I said, Ross Cameron, his program was really easy. It was really easy to understand and deal with. You get to trade live with him. You can watch him on YouTube. He'll go live, and you can actually watch and trade real time with him until you learn when to sell, when to buy. You know, what does bullish mean? What does bearish mean? You know, all these terminologies, all these different things. So take a class, because it's irreplaceable. Like I said, I taught my kids. So if you know how to trade, you know, you can pull $100 off here. If you hit it big, maybe you can, you know, do a day trade and make a couple thousand real quick, you know. And I want that passed on to my grandkids, because the one thing that's not leaving is the market. Why? Because that's how the wealthy live. That's their domain. They live market life. Their whole mind is market. That's it. Their whole mind is business and market and territory. That's it. So as long as elites are still alive, the market's going to be here, because trade is going to be here. Trade ain't going nowhere. We need goods from other countries. Other countries need goods from us. We have to trade. The market ain't going nowhere. Learn how to work the market. Learn how to understand the market, because then you can predict what's happening, what's going to happen in the economy, what may happen in society, what's happening globally. Again, I'm a global, but I look at things from a global perspective. So you guys, start educating yourself on that, because the market ain't going nowhere. If you learn how to invest and trade, and you'll hear all kind of things. People say, "Oh, my dad was a believer. He wouldn't mess with the market." He said, I'd rather invest in myself than in a market." Which is true, because you can lose money. That there is risk to it. So you have to know what you're doing. That's why I said take a class. I don't do a lot of day trading. That's not my thing. I'm not into it. If I needed to, I could. I am more of a long-term investor who waits for bubbles like these to pop. Just give me the big bang. I just want the big bag. Okay. So I did invest into Campbell. Kroger's on there too. I invested in, General Mills. General Mills is the oldest and it's the long-standing. That's old money. So I know General Mills going to hold it down. When hyperinflation's hit or we're in a famine, the biggest, largest food industry, the biggest company my money is invested in, and when it starts to shoot up, maybe I'll get another big bag. But if you're paying attention to the stocks, you'll know we're about to hit hyperinflation. We won't be able to afford anything. If you watch the stock market and you watch the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ and all these things, you can be prepared and be ahead of the game. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy some looking and playing with my silver pieces, because these are my new little babies. And you guys get your hands on some. Get your hands on some. And I mean like today, because I don't know, maybe tomorrow the XRP is going to pop, because Africa and China and Russia and India decided to do ABC, and that pushed it through, and XRP shot through the roof. You don't know when that point's going to hit. So you're going to see people steady looking at the market, looking at the clock every day, every night and day, because it could hit 3:00 in the morning and you sleep. It could hit. But there's things you can set. There's gadgets on your stock apps that you can set that says withdraw money when my stock hits this number, withdraw X amount. And it'll automatically do it while you sleep. So there's all little tricks and trades to this thing. Okay. You just have to get educated about it. So yeah, not good at saving money and having a savings account. Stock up on silver and gold every month. Buy your stack every month, and do it for the rest of your life. That's what I'm doing for the rest of my life. That's what I'm having my children do for the rest of their life. And it's a form of security. Silver and gold will never go out, no matter what the government does, the economies does, the other countries does. At that point, you can say, I don't care. After you have some silver and gold stock, then you can say, I'm not worried about that. I don't care. But if your money just sitting in the bank collecting interest, some people's feelings is about to be hurt. So that's my little spill about money, finances, stocks, economy, protecting yourself, protecting your kids, protecting your legacy. Yes, it is good to have property. It is always good. That's an asset. Just know where you living with, who's living in your region. Don't piss nobody off. Okay. And all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So hope that helps you guys understand where we at. Invest in something. Again, XRP, Bitcoin. What else did I say? XRP, Bitcoin, silver, gold. I did say I did in the food market, food industry, food market, and then yeah, collect silver and gold. Those are the six. S&P 500, and S&P 500. S&P 500, because those top 500 companies, if you know that, if you think they're not setting themselves up for this bubble to clean house, you're lying to yourself. They setting themselves up. You just got to watch them and ride the wave with them so that when they money hit, your money hit. Okay, so hope that helps you guys. Get on it. Check out the links I placed below. Love you. Good night.